Hello, it's Rachel Palmieri back again. I'm a Stamping Up demonstrator in Australia. I was trying to think, because it's Tuesday the 7th of April, we're in the lead up to Easter, but if you're like us in Australia, there's not much likelihood of families getting together for Easter this year. I'm beginning to wonder when I will see my grandchildren next, besides on FaceTime, but so far so good. We've been keeping our COVID-19 virus, I guess, under control, and we've got to be thankful for that. So I thought that I would share a kit with you today, because if you haven't really stamped before, or you don't have much product, a kit is often a good way to start. We've got all sorts of kits in our catalogues, all-inclusive ones, some where you buy product and then need to add your own stamps, although they do have specially coordinated stamps that go with those sets as well. But one of the all-inclusive ones is Lots of Happy. And I've had it for a while, and I've made quite a few of the cards out of it already. When you get your box, well, it isn't partially used like mine, but it's wrapped in cellophane. You open it up. Oh, I've left out the ink spot. You get a little 1-inch ink spot with it, so you can stamp straight away. You get a block like this, which isn't our normal block, but it means that you can start stamping. It doesn't have the depth and the comfort hold of our normal ones. This is still Stampin' Up, but packaged for these kits, you might get a number of stamps. This one has really nice little greetings, and I would hang on to these even when the kit retires, because they're quite handy for sending feel-good cards. You get the instruction book. Now, the instructions are basically pictorial instructions, but they're quite clear. This card kit, you can make 5 cards. So I'm going to do a variation on that one, and I'm going to show you a variation of that one as well, and also that one today, because I've made them up already like this, and I thought that it would be fun to step them up a little bit. So you get a few sheets of vellum leaves. You get the labels that you need, quite a few of those. This is our tailored tag punch size. If you were thinking, oh, what would I do afterwards, you could easily buy a punch, and that's a 5 centimetre circle, which is 2 inches. So we have a 2-inch round punch as well. We don't have any square punches at the moment, but you could easily make labels. Well, I mean, you can cut a square, can't you? You can easily make labels to keep on using your sentiments after you've used up all the pieces in the kit. Now, this is the bit you might really like. You get these pieces, and they just pop out. I've got several sheets together here, which isn't the greatest idea. Here we are. Oh, I forgot to mention, I probably should jump in now. You get 4 coloured pencils, 2 shades of green, including the lemon lime twist that we've recently retired last June, rich raspberry, flirty flamingo, and old olive. So your ready to do the colouring on these images straight away too. Now that is, I'm looking for the card it goes with, that one up there. And so you see that it then has a circle sentiment laid on top afterwards. You've got strips of black and white paper in there. You don't even have to cut them, they punch out. And these backgrounds are in there as well. So totally all-inclusive. There's no adhesive. That's perhaps the one problem. There are envelopes. Now some of the cards are quite small, but they're ones that you can easily step up as well. You do get dimensionals for putting your labels up, and you get this length of ribbon, and I've forgotten exactly how long it was, but I haven't used too much of it yet, so I tend to forget to put ribbon on cards, and I've been trying to get better at that. Now I'm going to grab those pencils out, if I haven't lost them. Sorry. And what I've been doing, I coloured these in last night, and I've lost my little mat. I might have a quick look for it. Now I'm using that to stamp with because this is a photopolymer stamp. And you'll get a better impression if you put that under your piece of card that you're stamping on. So what I thought I'd do, I've just found my other mat. It was under the trimmer. What I thought I would do is slice this on the fold. Now it's actually about the exact size of this piece, so I thought I would just offset it like so. That didn't work very well. What I should do is probably show you the original. Can you see it there? No. Over there then. No. There. So, in some ways I am following the original, but I'm going to mount it on a bigger base, you might have seen. Now I noticed before that I had a piece of cut ribbon in there. I might use that one. I'm not going to do anything too fancy with it. Just have it poking out. There's one of those. Maybe I should have punched a few more of these out beforehand. Pop some dimensionals on the corners. Now they've tucked the flowers underneath. I might also, but I'll just have a look. No, I'm going to put it in the corner. And I might just use glue dots to raise it up a little bit. We don't want to hide its light under a bushel or anything, do we? And that's one done. So there's the original, there's the made up one. I actually can already see another idea for that one. Next I'm going to do that one. I've also got that one already coloured. I'm going to show you a colouring trick with the last one. So I have our coloured pencils as well, so I did bring in a few other colours when I was colouring this image. Now they've put this piece and that one across it. I'm going to put this at the bottom. I'm also going to use my card in the landscape format. And I'm just layering these up a little bit, without any layers really. Because I've put it into landscape, I'm going to have the flowers going straight across. Again, that gives it a slightly different look. Just pull that silicone mat down and put snail on these stems. I think both of them got it then. I think I could tuck it in underneath if I can. That one's just a wee bit beyond the edge of the envelope. I don't think that's a good idea. Go on, in you go. Still a touch out, never mind. Now I'll put that one on dimensionals as well. There'll be a bit of thickness with this card, but actually we don't seem to get penalised as much in Australia as some of the overseas countries are. And there you are. There's another one. Alright, so now I'm going to turn that slim card into a larger one. This is quite similar to Sahara Sand, the colour here, because it's a different type of cardstock with white on one side, which you could easily use the white side as well, if you wanted. I'm thinking that I will have them like that. Then probably something like that. But I'm going to show you how I've been colouring these. Now, obviously you could colour straight onto the flowers like so. Nice bold colour, nothing wrong with that. But I've been using a tip that I saw someone else come up with, and that is to scribble colour onto card and then use your blender pen to pop the colour on, and it gives quite a nice watercolour impression. Whoops, I'm out of the line. Now I'm mixing them up because, you know, flowers don't all come in a single shade. The blossoms are a little bit small to do fancy blending and so on, just adding a touch. I'm not quite sure what flower this would be. I sort of thought it might have been a lupin or something like that, but then it might also be lilac. And see, if you're not worrying about being perfect. You can do this relatively quickly. Maybe I would prefer not to be slipping outside the lines as much as I am. Do you think this is something that you might like to do? It is very relaxing. You know, there's no pressure. I'm just lightly pouncing the blender pen there. Refreshing colour from time to time, not every single blossom. Alternating without even thinking about it. I hope this isn't too tedious watching me colour. That's done though. So, I'm not quite sure. They pile on top of each other to create a nice big full bunch. So obviously I think the top one should be raised. I'm just looking for another packet of the fat ones. Now I do use all the bits, even the edges, because why not? They're all sticky. I haven't even decided what sentiment I'm going to put on this one. I'd really like to send it out to one of you if you want to leave a message on my page. PM me your address and I will send this to someone. I do like it crossways. Now, then we'll have to decide what we're doing with this top one. There. Now, it has that one there on it. Perhaps I could put "I'm always here for you." And if I send it to you blank, you can then use it to send to someone that you'd like to. Oh, it mightn't fit. I think that it would spoil it if I put a big square one on it. What else is there? You deserve the best life has to offer. Sending you lots and lots of happy. What about that? Does that fit? It does. Now, And I'm just going to glue that one because it's already high enough. So there's that one, and that one, and would you believe I've lost the other one already? I have to tell you, I've lost one of my little flower stamps from the ornate bundle already. It's somewhere here on the desk, but I've searched and searched and I haven't found it. Anyway, that was the cards today. Leave me a message and I'll get in touch if